Hey guys, it's me Edgar, here to do my review on Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 1, the greatness of Brian Michael Bendis, one of my favorite writers. I wish he stayed in Marvel. His baby, Ultimate Spider-Man. So, let's get started. And, so the comic opens out where we see Norman Osborn experiment on genetic spiders or something like that, and he pretty much gives it to one of his people, and his guy just fucking loses shit, and he just put it in a container jar. And let's just say that spider got out of that container jar, and we cut to where Peter Parker, and he's just doing his job, reading books, and Mary Jane sees Peter, and let's just say, I think Flash or a couple other people have a little bit of a food fight, and they throw all the food towards Peter, and let's just say Uncle Ben kind of breaks it up, and Peter doesn't do anything. He doesn't do jack shit. And people still pick on him. They do all this shit. And I really like Peter a lot. We also get to see Harry and the two of them talk one another. We also get to see Peter meeting up with his PE and him sucking it. He's just an awful basketball player. And we get to see Aunt May, Uncle Ben, and they're having a good family dinner one another, and it's just all great conversation one another. And I love it where you get to see Harry and Pete do have a good conversation on where they want to go, and it's really good. I really like it a lot. I really enjoyed it a lot. Of course, we get to see Norman Osborn and Harry, their conversation one another. We also get to see Peter and his classmates go on a field trip to Oscorp, and then later on the spider bits Peter and it goes to Mary Jane, and I'm just thinking, what if scenario? What if it also bit MJ? Ooh, man, that would have been a double twist, if you ask me. But long story short, Peter passes out. They go back to the school, and everything seemed like fine. Norman Osborn wants to watch over the kid that got bitten because he wants to make sure that that kid doesn't have, let's just say, capabilities that they're going to be responsible for. And then after that, Flash Thompson and his friends pretty much try to pick a fight with Peter, and things didn't go so well. He falls down on the floor, and Peter just passes out, and pretty much next minute later, he is at the doctor's place, and he's at a full recovery. And long story short, they get a shot to just make some details on what's going on, why he has, let's just say, these episodes of passing out, and they realize, oh boy, we got a problem. They find out that his blood is evolving to something more. And we cut to where Aunt May and Peter and also Uncle Ben, and they made a cake or something like that, and it was cool seeing that whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. It's really cool, really good family moment, and it's just great development. I just loved it, tiny little bits. Then we see a car going towards Peter. Peter's spider sense goes off. He jumps as high as he can go, And pretty much, Peter's like, hey, what the hell, man? And the same dude got a gun and almost about to kill Peter, and he's just wondering what's going on. And he's starting to add things up, and he takes a blood sample and starts to, learn shit, figure out what's going on. Uncle Ben is trying to reason with Peter, and Peter's not really going so well. Peter's not really doing that well, and he accidentally, let's just say, makes couple of holes on his fingers, and by the time everything happens, Peter decides to say, you know what, I'm going to do something. He goes up, crawls all the way up to his roof of his room, and he realizes, whoa, this is cool. This is amazing. I could crawl like a spider. I can go up on top of my room on the roof. Amazing shit. And it's great. It's awesome. Really good stuff. On Bendis, on him starting the legendary Ultimate Spider-Man run. And it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. I absolutely adored it. You will see more Ultimate Spider-Man, along with Spectacular and Web of, along with the Amazing Spider-Man books and other Spider-Man titles like Spider-Man 29, Spider-Girl, and Spider-Woman as well, along with Spider-Gwen and a few other Spider-Man books as well. But anywho, in a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a solid, legendary 9 out of 10. Great stuff. Can't say it's a bad issue. It's really amazing. I loved it tiny little bits. And I love Bendis. I really do. And I really miss Bendis in Marvel. I would be a lot more comfortable if he came back. I need you, Bendis. I need you, man. You're my only hope. Get rid of your Superman run, come back with Spider-Man, or come back with Iron Man, or whatever character you want to do with Iron Man, or other Marvel characters. You need to come back where you belong. Marvel is your home. Go back home. Go back home. DC is not where you belong. Anyway, I just had to say that. I'll see you guys later. Tell me your thoughts down below on Ultimate Spider-Man, and yeah, later.